Okay, so where we left off was we did this funky guitar part using the Waves Guitar 3, and we used a plugin called Guitar Tool Rack. And we're going to get back to that. We're going to actually take a rack and just completely from scratch make our own guitar sound. But it's always easier with a song to have a scratch vocal, so I thought, just keeping us in the groove of creating tracks and doing vocals and mixing it up between guitars and everything like that. I just thought I'd just keep the process going of kind of how I work, and not that the way I work is the only way to work by any means. But at this point for me, I would throw down a scratch vocal. So I'm going to create a new mono track, and it's in the morning, and I apologize in advance. I'm going to make sure it's in the input that my vocal mic, I'm just going to use this mic, and I'm going to call it Scratch Vox, just to make sure it is a scratch vocal. And then I'm going to create an auxiliary input for a reverb. And again, it doesn't really matter if you really understand exactly how it works, if you could just memorize the process. So when you want a reverb and you want things to share it, then you want to put that reverb on what's called an aux input. And I go into that in a previous lesson. So I'm going to make a stereo aux input. Boom. I'm just going to do a simple reverb. We're going to get into delays and all that other stuff because delays are my favorite thing in the world. I'll just say verb 1 just in case we have more than one. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to choose a reverb, and I'm just going to choose something that I know everybody has, and I'm just going to make quick choices. I'm going to go to a medium hall, and this is where I want to make sure, since it's on an aux, I want it to be 100% wet. So and I'm going to save, Command S. So I've got my input set for my microphone. I've created an aux input. I need to set an input. I need to be able to set a way for the reverb to get into this, how to send the reverb into this aux input. What is the input of the aux input? It'll, again, the more you do it, the less Chinese it'll sound. So this is where I named a bus under setups, IO labels. I called it reverb bus station because that's what it said is you're taking whatever sound in this example, my vocal, and I'm putting it on the bus and I'm sending it to the reverb or the aux input, or what I call, just to make it simple, the bus station. You put a bus and the bus goes to the bus station. So here I go here on this vocal track. I'm going to send this vocal on the bus to the bus station. And then I get this fader comes up, and it's all the way down to 0. So you'll notice if I don't hear reverb, let me put this track in input. Check, check, check. And if I bring it up, hello, because I don't have the reverb coming out. There we go. Check. Okay. Check, check, check. There we go. Woohoo. All right. We have reverb, and I guess I'll keep both on. So I'm just going to do a quick scratch vocal, and I apologize in advance. I have not sung yet this morning. I have my chart right in front of me, and I'm going to Command equal to get to the edit screen. Okay, so I've got my chart here. I've got my track and record. I am going to make this a little bit bigger. I've got my click track, I've got everything in my ear, and I'm going to give it a scratch vocal. I'm going to make sure I'm at the beginning, return, and I'm going to Command spacebar. Using this to keep time. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Okay, good enough. So I'm going to listen to this vocal. I got to make sure it's coming out to my video app here, and let's listen. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Okay, good enough. So I've got the balance of the reverb and the vocal kind of the way I want it, and now I'm going to put in some markers. So I don't need this beginning where I say, I'm just teaching you guys that when I'm singing, I'm always singing and I'm doing something that doesn't make noise, like tapping my foot or doing this. I'm doing my finger in my palm, and I usually do this when I'm singing so I can keep time with the song and also so you don't hear it. It helps me, and so it's just a little tool I use. Now we're going to throw in some markers. And the marker enter is the enter key on the number pad. I think, was it function return on a laptop? I'll get back to you on that. But right now I'm just going to hit the enter key in real time as the song plays down. Intro. Save, Command S. Here's the way I'd do it. V1. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. V2. She is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be. C1. Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. Let it be, let it be. C2. Let it be, let it be. And I think that's really all of the markers we're going to need. So we have a scratch vocal, we've created a reverb, we put in markers, and now we're going to go back to the guitar and put down another guitar part. But let me get to the second video and I'll get to that but. So let's move on.